Hey folks, John from Complete Technology Solutions, your friend in the computer business. Guys, sorry it's been since Thanksgiving since I've seen you. Between the cruise and getting incredibly sick, which was great, let me tell you, but we're back. We're strong, and you know what a little black box on the desk means. Here we go. So I came back to a surprise, and I like surprises. So I am a Umarex distributor, and my distributor is actually out of Arkansas, and they ship all my stuff in here to me. And every now and then I will get the list of the stuff that they actually produce in Germany, but that we can't get over here. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, like the black HTP 50 or the 11 joule stock TR50, stuff like that. And I've been trying to get more of this stuff in here, and it's been like pulling teeth. But this one was on my radar as soon as I heard they had released it. This is the T4E HK 43 VP9. This thing has been on my list for a very long time, and I have wanted to see it. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open and take a look at it. Now, once again, guys, I haven't even seen this. We're going to see it together and clip it and open it at the same time. Like to be honest and transparent here. All right, cracking her open. Oh, guys, look at that. Check it out. HK 43 VP9. Now, I have heard something about this, and we're going to look in the box here in just a second. The weight, guys, that is heavier than the Walther PPQ, but it seems to be more top heavy. I like the feel to it, though. You guys can see what it looks like in my hand as far as the size. And to kind of give you an idea, this is the Glock 17. And as you can see, it's a very, very, very similar size. So they're very, very close. And yes, I do alternate my weapons, just like we've always talked about. So, see what else we get in the box here. This is what I've been curious about. This is a set of 2 extra grips. Now, guys, if you look at the grips on this, the way this works is you've got a back strap here, and then you've got a grip inset on this side, and an inset on this side. Now, in this configuration, guys, this is the smallest one. That's about the same size as if you had one of the Glock 17s. So there's not a lot of contouring except around your knuckles, but it grips into your hand pretty nicely. But guys, I've got big hands. So what I want to do is I'm going to swap this out real quick to the larger size, and let's see what it looks like. In order to do that, you're going to drop your magazine, which, by the way, the magazine release is actually not a button, it's a lever, and it is ambidextrous. You'll see that too. So drop your magazine down, and what you're going to do is there is a pin right there. You push that pin through. It will not come all the way out, though. It'll actually stop about that far. Then you can remove the back and the sides. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to swap that out real quick, and let's see what it looks like. I'm going to try a little bit of my Shazam magic. Here we go. And poof. Look at that. So what I've done is I have installed the wider grip. Now, you see how wide that is, guys? See that large hump on the back? And it's got the ridges that are higher on the sides for a larger gripped hand. Look at that. Now, that fits like a glove. Now, there are a couple of these, like the Smith & Wesson M&P actually has a back strap that you can change to give it some more girth in the back. But it does not have the ability to make it wider on the sides. And all of these parts are interchangeable. So you can have a wider back and a thinner side or anything like that. You can actually change that out, which is pretty cool. All right, you also get the standard squeegee. You get your Allen key, which means they didn't have some creative Allen key hiding place like on the Walther. And you get your black spring for the rubber balls. So, pretty straightforward. If I'd miss my guess, right under here, there you go. Your instructions and your warranty. Guys, we're going to bypass all that because, frankly, you've seen me load a ton of these on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up one of the 12-gram cartridges. Today, we are testing with the rubber with the steel core balls because I want to make sure that we're getting a nice equal test all the way across. Unfortunately, we don't have a chrono today because Luke, and for those of you who don't know, is my son that runs the airsoft arena, borrowed my chrono to chrono his airsoft guns for a tournament that was coming on. So that's okay. We're going to cut him a break, but we do have an interesting target to shoot at, and let's get a feel for it and see what it's like. Here we go. And here we are on the range again, guys. Man, I am so glad to be back. I'm all energetic, and I got all kinds of cool things to shoot for you guys. And I do mean a lot. I got a stack in there for you. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get one of these cartridges loaded up. So we're going to take a standard 12-gram CO2 cartridge, okay? We're going to put a drop of our gun oil right on the tip. There we go. And by the way, guys, this is the T4E marker oil. I've been using this instead of Pell. It's a little less messy because the Pell lays sideways and drips everywhere, but this stuff stands up. So I will have this available on my site as well. So just to let you know that. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to loosen up our little screw on the bottom. We're going to insert our CO2 cartridge. There we go. And we're going to tighten it up. So what you want to do with these guys is you want to go until it's snug, which is right about there. And then you want to go, normally I'd say about a quarter of a turn. You'll hear it kind of puncture there, okay? You do not have to like go all crazy and like hulk this thing down. If you do, you'll mess up your seals. You don't have to do that. All right, close that back up. Now, we are going to be using the 43 caliber rubber steel balls. Now, I will link these down in the description there for you guys. These are the self-defense balls. Now, you can buy some standard rubber balls, and they work great for just plinking, but these are the ones you want to practice with. Practice with what you use. That's what I always say. So, we're going to use the 43 caliber rubber with the steel infused. Slide that down, and we're going to load in all 8 of our balls. 1, 2, 3... There we go. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 7 and 8. All right. Let's lock that, and we're ready to go. We're going to place it back into the weapon. And at this point, once we charge it, we're ready to go. Now, you guys can see what we've got down here. We've actually got the box that's got the foam in it, and we've got a Scully. Now, guys, I always tell you I don't believe in movie magic, so let me show you something. Old Scully here. I'm printing a new Scully. You may or may not hear a little bit of side noise coming from the edge over here. I'm actually printing another one because we have demolished this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot from the right-hand side here, guys. I'm aiming for this temple area, okay? I have no idea if this is on target. I have no idea if the sights are on target or anything else. We're going to find out right now. Actually, you know what? I could stand it on its back and go over the top of the head. What do you think? Oh, yeah. Let's try that. Yeah, that way we'll get a better view of it. There we go. Okay. I have never shot the top. This ought to be interesting because the way the infill density works, this ought to give us some interesting penetration. I'm kind of curious. So, all right. Here we go. So we're going to charge up our weapon. There we go. And we are ready to go. But by the way, guys, I want to show you one thing before we actually fire this. I'm going to take this back into a charge, and I'm going to push up the catch on the slide. Now, this is what it will do whenever you've got you're out of rounds. It'll lock back. This, however, has a slide on this side and an ambidextrous rail on this side so that you can slide it forward from either side. And that is pretty cool. All right, now, as promised, guys, I'm going to try to keep the breech in frame. We're going to do this twice. I want to get some fast shots and some slow shots. So let's see what we can, get our eye protection on here. All right. Here we go, guys. Okay, that is a very heavy trigger pull. All right, guys, I would venture to say that's probably maybe 50% heavier than a Glock. Okay, hold on. Here we go. And that should be 8, and we are locked back, as you can see. All right, so let's take a look and see what it actually did. It's actually a very heavy trigger pull, guys. I mean, it's like, it might even be twice as heavy as the Glock. Yeah. So, we spun him on around, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. So, first 2 shots, top of the skull. We spun him around this way. And then we were launching in shots here and ricocheting them off up here. I thought that's what I was hearing over there. So overall, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Especially for that distance. That trigger pull's heavy. It's almost tough to keep it on target though. So you got to kind of learn how it does. So I tell you what, let's do it again. Same thing. We're going to shoot for a smooth surface here. I'm going to move it up here. what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to load 8 fresh, and I'm going to move you into position so we can get a nice up close to see what the impact looks like when it hits. So, and I will tell you one thing, it's a lot quieter than the, well, obviously than the HTP 50. That thing is a cannon. All right. So here's where we're aiming right here, and I'm going to fire from that same position back here. So let me go ahead, and I am not going to change the CO2 cartridges, guys. We're going to stay with the same CO2, but we're going to go with 8 more of the rubber steel balls. By the way, you guys notice I'm keeping this running for you. No movie magic. I want you to see it as we do it so that no magic can happen here. All right. There we go. We got our 8 more balls. Oh, we'll talk about that in just a second. All right, sliding it in. Here we go. Backing up. 2, 3, 4. All right, getting on our eye protection. And here we go. And we are locked back. All right, see how we did. Oh, yeah. You remember what I was telling you about the difference in the way that, okay, let me show you. The difference in the way that the infill density works. So when you hit it from the side, you're hitting the side of the cross-fill density. It's like crosses in there. But when you hit it from the top, it's straight on. You see how deep that went, guys? And knocked holes all the way in that. That's pretty impressive. I have no question that it would definitely knock the heck out of some pepper balls for sure. But yeah, if I had to guess based on what I was seeing there, I'm feeling 250 to 280 range on average. And we're going to do, now that we have this one in stock, a head-to-head with all of the T4E line. So don't worry about that. That's coming, and we will chrono all of them together. So that's pretty awesome. All right, well, let's move back in here, and I'll tell you what I think. Here we go. I love my job. Have I mentioned that? I mean, where else do you get to come in here? Not only to get to have like the coolest fans ever, but you get to fire some of the neatest things out there, man. This is great. But the HK 43 VP9. You know, I like this. I like this a lot. I would say, in my personal opinion, there's always somebody that's asking me which one of these is going to be best, which one's going to be worst. If I had to rank this on the scale of all of the ones we fired, I would probably put this between the Walther on the high side and the Smith & Wesson just below this. And the only reason this doesn't go a little bit higher up to the Walther or better is that trigger pull. It's heavy, guys. I gotta give him kudos for the grips, man. That grip is wonderful. I mean, you are dead on. Okay, that last time when you saw me shooting Scully, right? I'm still standing at that 21 feet, but I was dead still. And what I was trying to do is see if I could drill it. And you saw every hit, one after the other in the same spot. This grip really lets you keep it on target. It actually works fantastic. I do love that about it. I honestly, no complaints about it except for that trigger pull. Other than that, I love the design. I love the fit and finish, and it definitely gets the job done. That's what I love about it the most. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I got many close coming back-to-back, just like last time. I'm shooting another one tonight. I'll be shooting another one tomorrow. I had a company send me an entire box of product in. I cannot wait to show you guys this. Self-defense is self-defense. And technology is technology, and we're going to put it all together and have some fun. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.